Are you tired all the time? Not just physically, but mentally drained before the day even starts. You wake up with big plans. You tell yourself, today will be different. You want to go to the gym, work on that project, write that book, do that research. But somehow, by 10 a.m., your energy is already gone. And the worst part? You don't even know where it went. Here's the truth most people never hear. It's not laziness. And it's not just lack of sleep. Modern life is quietly stealing your energy before you even get a chance to use it. The moment you wake up and check your phone, your brain enters stress mode. Notifications, messages, bad news, other people's success. Each one triggers a small stress response. Cortisol rises. Focus drops. Your nervous system stays on high alert. So before your day truly begins, your mind is already tired. You feel scattered, mentally heavy, like you're running on empty without doing anything. Now here's something most people find surprising. Centuries ago, the Japanese noticed this problem, long before smartphones, social media, or constant noise existed. And while not everyone follows these principles today, those who do seem almost immune to this kind of weakness. Zen monks, craftsmen who work for hours in silence, even everyday workers who move through their day with calm focus. They don't rely on motivation. They don't depend on caffeine, hype, or pressure. Why? Because they don't let their energy leak before the day even starts. Instead, they follow 3 simple principles that have been passed down for generations. SEIJAKU, stillness before action. Ikigai, a clear reason to wake up. Kaizen, small daily improvement. These aren't mystical ideas. They're practical science-backed ways to protect your energy, give it direction, and build it slowly so it doesn't disappear halfway through the day. And today, you're going to see exactly how these 3 rules transformed the life of a modern guy named Daniel. Someone who was constantly tired, distracted, and frustrated, just like many of us. By the end of this video, you'll understand why he stopped feeling drained all the time, and how you can start protecting your energy too. Before we continue, I want to say thank you. Thank you for being part of this family. Your likes, comments, and shares help these videos reach the people who truly need them. And if there's any habit you're struggling with right now, energy, discipline, focus, consistency, drop it in the comments. I read them, and I make these videos for you. Now, let's continue. Chapter 1, The Awakening. Daniel wasn't lazy. That's the part nobody understood. Every night he did what disciplined people are supposed to do. He planned tomorrow. He watched self-improvement videos. He told himself, tomorrow I'll do better. And in that moment, he believed it. But morning never respected the plan. The alarm rang. Daniel reached for his phone before his feet touched the floor, just to check something. 10 minutes later, his brain had already seen messages he needed to reply. Bad news he couldn't control. Other people winning at life. And here's the part people don't talk about. The brain doesn't know the difference between real danger and digital stress. Each notification triggered a small stress response. Cortisol went up. Focus went down. By the time Daniel started work, he wasn't lazy. He was mentally taxed. Then there was Ken. Same office, same deadlines, same pressure. But Ken moved differently. No rushing. No complaining. No emotional spikes. When things went wrong, Daniel panicked. Ken adjusted. And that's what bothered Daniel the most. Ken wasn't working harder. He just wasn't tired. Chapter 2. Why the first rule was needed. SEIJAKU. One evening, Daniel finally asked the question he had been avoiding. How are you not tired all the time? Ken didn't smile. He didn't hype him up. He asked something simpler. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Daniel answered instantly. My phone. Ken nodded slowly. That's where your energy goes, he said. Then he explained SEIJAKU, not in a mystical way, in a biological one. SEIJAKU means stillness, but practically it means this. Your brain needs a calm transition from sleep to action. Science shows that when you wake up, your brain is in a fragile state. Your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for focus and discipline, isn't fully online yet. So when you immediately introduce noise, information, and stress, you overwhelm the system. That keeps your body in fight or flight mode all morning. Ken said something Daniel didn't expect. You're not tired because you don't sleep enough. You're tired because your nervous system never calms down. Stillness does what stimulation can't. It lowers cortisol. It regulates breathing. It gives your brain control before the world demands it. So the rule was simple, almost boring. Sit still. No phone. No planning. No fixing your life. Just sit and breathe slowly. Not to feel peaceful. Not to feel spiritual. But to stop leaking energy before the day even starts. Ken said, calm doesn't make you slow. Calm makes your energy usable. And for the first time, Daniel realized something uncomfortable. Maybe his problem wasn't a lack of discipline. Maybe his mind had never been given a chance to lead. Chapter 3. The hard truth about practicing SEIJAKU. Daniel tried it the next morning. 5 minutes. No phone. Just sitting. And he hated it. His mind wouldn't shut up. Thoughts jumped everywhere. Did I reply that message? Am I late already? This is pointless. He felt bored, restless, almost irritated. And here's the truth most people don't expect. Stillness doesn't calm the mind immediately. It reveals it. Silence removes distraction. And when distraction disappears, you see the chaos underneath. Neuroscience explains this simply. Daniel's brain had been trained on dopamine spikes, notifications, videos, scrolling. When those spikes disappear, the brain panics. That discomfort wasn't failure. It was withdrawal. Most people quit right here. Not because stillness doesn't work, but because it shows them how little control they actually have. Ken warned him, if you can't sit still for 5 minutes, you'll struggle to control your life for 5 hours. So Daniel stayed. Day 1 felt unbearable. Day 3 felt strange. By day 5, something shifted. The noise didn't disappear, but it softened. And for the first time, Daniel wasn't being dragged by his thoughts. He was observing them. It worked. But that's when the next problem showed up. Chapter 4. Why the second rule was introduced. Ikigai. Daniel now had energy. Real energy. He woke up clearer. His focus lasted longer, but it felt scattered. He jumped between tasks, started many things, finished few, and this confused him. How can I be calm and still feel restless? Ken noticed it immediately. He said, energy without direction becomes anxiety. That's when he introduced Ikigai. Ikigai doesn't mean chasing passion. It means having a reason that pulls you forward. Here's the science behind it. When your brain doesn't understand why you're doing something, it creates resistance. That resistance shows up as procrastination, mental fatigue, loss of focus. Ken explained it simply. Your mind isn't lazy, it's protective. It resists effort that feels meaningless. Daniel realized something uncomfortable. He was doing many things, but none of them felt necessary. So he simplified. One goal, one reason, not 10 ambitions, not a perfect life plan, just one meaningful direction. And something changed. The same energy that felt restless before now felt stable. His focus deepened. Tasks stopped feeling heavy, because energy finally knew where to go. Chapter 5. Why the third rule was necessary. Kaizen. Once Daniel found stillness, and once his energy had direction, he did what most disciplined people do next. He overcorrected. Longer work hours, perfect morning routines, zero tolerance for mistakes. In his mind, this was discipline, but his body disagreed. Within weeks, the old signs came back: mental resistance, irritation, that heavy feeling in the morning. Daniel thought something was wrong with him. Ken shook his head and said, "No, this is your nervous system protecting you." Then he explained Kaizen. Kaizen means small improvement, done daily. Not because big goals are bad, but because the brain interprets sudden extreme change as threat. Science backs this. When change feels overwhelming, the brain activates stress responses. Stress reduces learning. Stress kills consistency. Ken said something that stuck. Your nervous system doesn't trust extreme change. It shuts down. Small actions feel safe. And when something feels safe, the brain allows repetition. Repetition creates habits. Habits create momentum. Momentum creates what people call unstoppable energy. Daniel stopped trying to look disciplined. He focused on being repeatable. One small win every day, and the energy stayed. Chapter 6. The Strange Social Challenge. Here's the part nobody warns you about. As Daniel became calmer, quieter, and more consistent, people reacted. Some said he had changed. Some thought he was distant. Others underestimated him completely. Why? Calm people disrupt chaotic environments. Noise recognizes noise, but stillness makes people uncomfortable because it highlights their lack of control. Daniel noticed something interesting. The louder people talked, the less they actually did. And the less Daniel spoke, the more he delivered. At first, he wanted to explain himself, to prove he wasn't lazy or detached. Then he remembered what Ken told him. Stillness doesn't need explanation. Results speak its language. So Daniel stopped talking and started finishing. Slowly, the same people who misunderstood him began watching him. Quietly. Chapter 7. The Real Transformation. Months later, nothing about Daniel looked dramatic. No sudden glow-up. No loud confidence. No speeches about hustle. But something was different. He was reliable. When Daniel said he'd do something, it got done. Not rushed. Not forced. Focused! Distractions didn't pull him as easily anymore. He could sit with discomfort and keep going. Unshakable. Pressure still existed, but it no longer controlled him. And here's the most important part. Daniel didn't rely on motivation. He didn't wait to feel ready. He protected his energy with stillness. He directed it with meaning. And he built it slowly through small, repeatable actions. That's what made it unstoppable. Not intensity. Control. If you feel tired all the time, don't immediately blame your body. Ask better questions. Am I leaking energy through constant noise, like screens, notifications, and comparison? Do I actually know why I'm doing what I'm doing each day? Am I trying to change my life overnight instead of building it gradually? The Japanese understood something modern life forgot. That energy isn't something you chase. It's something you cultivate. That's why Japanese craftsmen, monks, and even everyday workers value stillness before action, meaning before effort. Small improvement over dramatic change. SEIJAKU, Ikigai, Kaizen. Not shortcuts, principles. And when you live by them, your power becomes quiet, steady, and very hard to stop.